Go to Syria, where the new regime has a new government that would take over from the interim cabinet that was formed right after the ousting of the former president Bashar al-Assad. Now, al-Shara, the de facto leader of Syria, says that the new government would be diverse, just like the diversity of Syria. Is that so?
After over 50 years of the Assad family rule, Syria is all set to be governed by a new government.
The government that will be launched on the 1st of March will represent the Syrian people as much as possible and take its diversity into account. We want the Syrian people to have trust in it.
The new government will need to revive an economy weighed down by Assad-era sanctions and smashed by 14 years of war. But first, it will have to persuade the West that the Islamic group has left its Al-Qaeda origins behind. Last month, al-Shara, leader of Islamist group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham that spearheaded Assad's overthrow, was appointed interim president. The Assad-era parliament has been dissolved, as has been the Ba'ath Party that ruled Syria for decades. A 7-member preparatory committee has been formed for Syria's national dialogue to ultimately help build its constitution. So far, the committee has asked Syrian groups to lay down arms and submit to the Syrian Defense Ministry.
Whoever does not lay down his arms, merges and hands over the covenant to the defense ministry of the Syrian government will have no role, because this dialogue is a conversation, an exchange of points of view and not a show of force and muscle. This is a major issue pointing to an important point that the Syrian democratic forces do not represent our people.
The new Syrian administration wants the US-backed SDF to be part of the National Armed Forces, but has rejected an SDF proposal for the Kurdish-led group to be merged into the army as a single military bloc. Since the fall of the Assad regime, Syria's authorities have dissolved the former military and security services and have set up centers for personnel who served under the ousted government to settle their status. Syria held its first graduation ceremony for the first batch of armed forces in Aleppo this week.
More than 310 soldiers have completed this course after receiving both Islamic religious and military training. This first batch will serve our people in Aleppo, and we say to them, "You now have an army that serves you, not one that oppresses you. The era of oppression is over."
Syria's interim president says thousands have applied to join the new era armed forces, while questions about Russia's military bases in Syria were growing by the hour. al-Shara spoke with Russian President Vladimir Putin this week. Shara emphasized strong strategic ties between the two nations that serve the interests of Russia and Syria alike. Kremlin also expressed support of Syria's territorial integrity and unity. As the nation steps into a new political era, Syria's de facto ruler now faces the ultimate challenge to find a governance plan that unites all Syrians and prove that he indeed is a ruler for all.